In 1943, the Allies were losing the war. General Douglas A. MacArthur ordered the creation of joke books, a small group of stand-up comedians who would parachute behind enemy lines to kill the advancing army with jokes. Their missions were known as bombing. Some comedians killed, while others died on the battlefield stage. The joke force was disbanded right after the Laughingstock Peace Treaty was signed. Today, their mission lives on as the game show Bombing Run, hosted by General A.A. Ron.
Ladies and gentlemen, get out your
All right, guys, it's Friday night, and it's time for Bombing Run. Yeah, we're going to have a blast tonight. We got 3 amazing comics up to compete against each other, and I have none other than the best judge in the world. Been since, it's Judge Bread. Yay, Judge Bread, yay! Yeah, been around since the invention of bread and sliced bread. That's his son. So that's a little note about the bread. Look, I usually get some kind of judges from all over the place. I've had Judge Wapner show up. I've had a Mars Rover show up. I got cheap this time. I just went to the grocery store and found this judge. I don't know what to say. There was 2 for 1 for a loaf. So that's how it goes. So the way this game goes is the 3 comics get to do 5-minute sets. My judge will private chat me in Zoom and tell me when they're done judging each comedian. At the end of this, everyone's set, he or she will let me know who's first, second, and third. First place winner gets to be on my Saturday show. So without further ado, we're going to get this show started. And I'm going to pick, let's see, who am I going to pick? I think I'm going to pick, coming to the stage, Ronny Pascale, everybody. Woo, 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 woo,
Thank
woo, woo,
you. I did actually mean to write jokes for today, and a few nights ago I went to sleep, and in the middle of the night I woke up and I thought I had written the best joke of my life, so I wrote it down on a piece of paper. And when I woke up in the morning, I got excited and I looked at that piece of paper and all it said was 2 words: pizza missionaries. Guys, can we agree pizza missionaries is the greatest joke that's ever been written? I didn't know what to do with that, so I just tweeted it anyways. And guys, pizza missionaries got way more likes and retweets than anything I've ever thought about ever, which is ridiculous because now I'm like, I don't have to write jokes anymore. I just need to dream about them. The cool thing about pizza missionaries was a lot of my Twitter fans started tagging on to the joke, and one of them wrote, Jesus crust. Perfect. And then another one was like, pizza missionaries, are they there to save your soul in 30 minutes or less? And what I realized is I never need to write a joke again. I'm just going to start sourcing my Twitter fans, because how can that go wrong? My name is Ronny Pascale. My phone keeps autocorrecting my name to Ronny Pancakes, and I don't hate it. I don't know how to fix it. My name is Ronny Pancakes forever now. As Ronny Pancakes feels like one of those old school Italian New Yorkers who says things like, I'm going to make him an omelet he can't refuse, or say hello to my griddle friend. I have 30 more pancake jokes, guys. I'll spare you because they did not stack up. I'm not the pun comedian, but I feel like I'm looking like that right now. A few nights ago, I did a show where it was a Zoom show, and I was the only one on the lineup who was not a Long Island grandma. I did a show at 9 Long Island grandmas, which was fantastic. Because halfway through my set, one of them stopped me and said, how old are you? And I said, 35. And she said, I have braziers older than you. That was the funniest burn ever. I was like, anyone who says the word brazier has been dead for 100 years. I had to tell all my jokes on a Ouija board, and I was like, is this funny? Yes or no? And they kept on pushing my hand towards no. So, a few days ago, I was doing a Zoom show, and I thought I was getting heckled. And I got really excited because I've never been heckled before. And I was like, I'm going to shut this heckler down, and the audience is going to think I'm a hero. So I stopped my set, and I said, hey, what's your deal? And then a second later, I heard, hey, what's your deal? As I was getting heckled by my Zoom echo. The worst feeling ever. But I got excited because I did shut that heckler down really hard. If you guys seen Fight Club, I felt like Brad Pitt in Fight Club behind a dumpster just punching myself in the face, but like really into it. So if you want to see me punch myself in the face, just let me heckle you. I don't know. How does that work? I like doing Zoom shows. I just hate when I tell a joke and there's that internet delay before you hear the laugh. I am still waiting for laughs from last week's shows, so those might not be great. A little about me. I grew up Catholic. I grew up very Catholic, and now I'm agnostic. And like, if you don't know, agnosticism means like maybe believing in God, but maybe not. I stopped being religious when I was about 9 because I was like, no God would ever make me wear this polyester uniform to school. What cruel existence is this? I actually stopped like being religious when I was about 12. Thank you. Because I wrote the big guy upstairs a note and I said, hey, do you exist? Circle yes or no. And they did the thing you're not supposed to do. They wrote in the word maybe. I was like, how can I believe in you if you're going to mess with me like this? My best friend is atheist and he's always angry at me. He's like, I don't know why you don't just pick a team already. And what I've realized is my best friend thinks that agnostics are the bisexuals of spirituality. I don't understand all the hate for agnostics. I'm like, I'm never going to try to convert you. I'll never knock on your door and be like, do you maybe accept Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior? Like, maybe not. I'll leave you on this since I can't pass up a good pun. I don't know if you guys know this, but the atheist pope is known as the Nope.
Oh.
Thank you. That is my time.
Let's give Ronny Pascale a big round of applause, everybody. And where can we find you on social media, Ronny?
At Ronny Pascale on everything except YouTube. It's Ronny Pascale NYC on that one.
Cool. Go check him out on all that. Check him out on his YouTube channel. Little known fact, I put this promo poster up on my YouTube channel, This Just In News. And usually they don't, maybe I got a couple hundred last time. Last night, somehow it blew up to almost 1,000 views for no reason at all. So everybody's seeing you guys in a 14-second poster on YouTube, and it's crazy. So hope we'll see a lot more shortly. All right. Okay, the judge isn't half-baked at all. The judge is saying they're ready for the next slice. I mean, comedian. So let's go to the next comedian, shall we? And we're going to bring up Liz Smith, everybody. Woo, 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 woo.
Keep it going for your host, Ron.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I'm Liz, Air Force veteran, and I was a tanker pilot while I was in the service. The problem with military jobs is they're tough to explain to your families. I got home one day, my aunt meets me at the door. Liz, I haven't seen you in so long. What are you doing these days? I said, well, I fly tankers for the Air Force. What's that? I said, well, I refuel aircraft. Oh, so you're a gas station attendant, are you? Well, my Jimmy was just made night manager of the Circle K. You need to quit being a bum. Go into management.
Oh.
I didn't know how bad things had gotten until the next day when all of a sudden my nephew went around the entire neighborhood saying, yeah, my auntie passes gas for a living. I retired last year, and 30 years of killing and bombing suited me for just one job. You're looking at it. Work-life balance is tough. Your spouse and your job have competing priorities. Guys, if you're hard at work, it's time to back off the Viagra.
Oh.
Hey, your job is expecting board members. If they're not, HR is going to get involved. There are times when downsizing can be a good thing if you want to stay employed.
No.
I went out hiking this morning. I rapidly found out social norms have changed. And there was probably a good reason for them in this to start with. We used to be where you never slept in public. Well, I'm driving out to the hiking range and I glance over and here's this older heavy-set lady, pink workout top, wearing yoga pants, but she's crashed out on the ground. So I pull over, realizing I'm blocking traffic in one way because it's a narrow road. Well, then the guy spins around who's right in front of me and he's coming back the other way. So now we've got both lanes of traffic blocked as we're trying to find out if this woman's okay. But then all of a sudden, here comes a fire truck and an ambulance screaming in because somebody called 911. And then all of a sudden, there's a whole mass of dogs and people. We've got hundreds out because somebody called search and rescue. And then all of a sudden, whoop, 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 here come the helicopters overhead from the news station. And then Texas gets involved. And next thing you know, we're looking at this going, ladies and gentlemen, we have a disaster right here in Arizona. No, it's not the snow. No, it's not the hurricanes. No, it's not COVID. It's a lady who decided to take a nap at the side of the road. Kind of like Ronnie, yes, I come from a Catholic family. And, you know, when you take your kids out hiking, if a kid gets lost, in most families, that's cause for an Amber Alert. In my family, that's called family planning. I turned 50 last year. My mom gave me a t-shirt. It says, pissing off the entire planet, one person at a time. After 50 years, you'd think she'd quit underestimating me.
Oh.
I can piss off an entire country in 5 minutes or less, or your next war is free.
Oh.
I even managed to piss off my own mother-in-law on my wedding day. She caught me at the center of the aisle and goes, your two sisters seem so normal. So do her 8 ex-husbands. I'm not taking marriage advice from somebody who's upgraded their spouse more than their cell phone. That's like asking the Cubs for advice on how to win the World Series. Yeah, my mother-in-law is a cougar, and she's such a cougar, the Department of Fish and Wildlife labeled her an alpha predator. See, there's only one way to put an end to her reign of terror, and that's for somebody to put the fatal back in femme fatale. But ladies and gentlemen, that is my time. I'm Liz Frisius. Have a wonderful night. And please keep it going for your host, Ron.
All right. Everybody give a big round of applause to Liz Frisius. And where can we find you on social media, Liz?
I'm on Facebook at Liz Frisius and a website at liz-frisius.com.
Cool. Go check her out. Go check out her website. She has been on Bombing Run before, guys. She knows how to play this game. She might win again. We never know. It's up to Judge Brad. You know, it could be down to the thinnest slice of who wins tonight. There's going to be all kinds of jokes like this. I'm so sorry. I'm rising to the occasion. What am I supposed to say? Oh, good. So the judge is up to it. He or she has not been just sitting around getting baked. Okay, that's good. All right, we're going to stop on that line there. So up to our last comic for tonight. Please welcome to the stage, Emmanuel Paul Griffith, everybody. Woo, 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 woo.
Do not adjust your set. I'm British. That's why it may sound a bit funny and words might sound a bit enunciated properly. So, well, I'm from Leighton, which is really the ghetto part of England, which is east. And well, when I was born here, because we live in a poor part of London, the doctor said to my mum, don't get too close to this child because he might not last 24 hours. So 39 years later, my mum still takes the doctor's advice.
Oh.
I'm like, Mum, love me. She's like, no, I mean, I love you. I'm like, why? The doctor said, if I love you, you're dead. I'm like, Mum. She thinks that hating me is sustaining my life source. That's not how it works. You know, and the thing is, yeah, I'm 6'4", yeah. And the thing is about Zoom gigs is that I don't get to intimidate people in person.
Yeah.
You know, so right now it's easier to do normal crowds and just look out. But on Zoom gigs, you gotta be like, here's a joke. Yeah, so it's like, but that's the thing is like normally I would like I'm one of 6 kids here, and my dad left me. So that's a normal, you know, beginning to a rap song. But the thing is, I never joined the gang because I couldn't, because the thing is, I'm asthmatic and I couldn't run. And that's 101 of criminality. Mm-hmm. And another thing is, I've got a blocked nose, yeah? So that means I sleep with my mouth open and I'm a deep sleeper. So in prison, that would be a weird way to get protein in your diet. You know, I'll be someone's favorite cellmate. Just imagine it. I'll be sleeping like this. And I'm like, is he asleep? Good. Yeah, a few things. Someone was talking about atheism earlier, yeah? If you could raise your hands if you're an atheist, real high. Okay, that's it. God lock in. Smite us them. You know? Because I got a thing about evolution, yeah? Because, like, take, for example, you get the rhino, yeah? That has a hard outer skin, long nose, you know, because the hyenas kept on fucking with it. So it developed that over time. So, and also for another example, you get the scorpion, yeah, that has pincers, hard outer skin, and a sting tail because the cockroaches kept on messing with it, yeah? So given that example of evolution, how come black people aren't bulletproof? You know, how come we're not walking around here like we're Luke Cage in this shit, you know? Just the question, yeah? And one more question, yeah? If you woke up vegan, how long would it take you to kill yourself? You know, because the thing about vegans is, yeah, they always think we've got so much energy, we have great ideas, we have good, long, intense conversation. Great. So does cocaine. You know? You know, and we also get those people, those religious types, they have that warm, fuzzy feeling inside and they feel closer to happiness and euphoria and they love everyone. Great, that's ecstasy. What are you talking about? But the thing is, see this joke, it tends to divide the audience into 2 separate categories. One, they're calling the police slowly, and they don't like cocaine or ecstasy. And the other one are thinking, does he do deals? That's me. Good night. Thank you.
Let's give a big round of applause to Emmanuel Paul Griffith, everybody. And where can we find you on social media, Emmanuel?
Emmanuel Paul Griffith and Emmanuel Paul Comedian on Facebook.
Sweet. And he's all the way in England. So what time is it there right now?
It is like 1:25.
Wow, thank you so much for staying up so late, early in the morning.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoy it. Thank you for having me. The pleasure's all mine. Thank you.
Well, all right. So, Judge Bredd, now it's up to you to, you know, quit loafing around. Come on, let's figure out who's the Joker A, second place and third place. This is Bombing Run. You just Sergeant at Arms. I want everybody to give a big round of applause to my Sergeant at Arms. She makes this show run so smoothly. Thank you so much for helping me co-produce this show. She's so awesome. Judge Bredd. Okay, so we're gonna go that way. So, yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So, Judge Bredd is saying, "All please rise," and we're going to announce the winner of the Bombing Run right now. It is Liz Frisius, everybody. Woo, 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 woo. Liz, you won again. Oh my gosh, how did you do that? I don't
so
know.
much.
So we'll get with you later on and we can figure out what time you can be on my show. And second place tonight is from across the pond is Emmanuel tonight. Woo, 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 woo. And you're so fun.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell all three comedians tonight. Usually I can always say, yeah, I just like having the first place guy on or first person on. But y'all were very funny. So contact me after the show. I'm going to have you on my show on Saturdays at one point or another. You guys all rocked.
Yeah.
And I see Anna Little in the audience tonight. You're so cool. She runs Frenzy, everybody. If you guys haven't watched Frenzy, she runs a cool open mic show. Isn't it an open mic?
Anna.
Hey, buddy, I'm good to see you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, she's so cool. So you go check out her show. It's on Thursdays. I think it's like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time. I'm not for sure. But go check out Anna Little too. But that's the show for tonight, guys. This has been a fun show. I want to thank Ronny Pascale, Liz Frisius, and Emmanuel and Paul Griffith for showing up. And I want to thank once again Judge Fred for being up here and just giving us a slice of his judgment or their judgment. Maybe it's a he or she. I can't tell. It's Fred. I really can't tell. So, and once again, thank you, Sergeant Arms, for making this show run so smoothly. That's it. We'll be on. Let's see. Am I doing Bombing Run next week? Yes, I am. I think it's going to be a little tight. It's going to be a little tight squeeze because I'm going to go flying off in that plane later on. But there will be another Bombing Run coming up. There's no Saturday show this weekend because it's my 6th anniversary, and I'm giving my wife the anniversary of iron supplements. I don't think it's going to go well. I think I'm just going to get the bottle thrown at me or just individual capsules.
Yeah.
So no Saturday show this weekend, but next weekend there will be a Bombing Run, or a Saturday This Just In This Comedy Club show. That's it for tonight. This has been an oddly funny production.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good show.
This has been an oddly funny production.